yeah, a couple other things. I also got reintroduced to Bucky's, right, which is the like you're gonna see a pop off in about 2 seconds going off in the chat because if you are from the South, Bucky's is a religion. It is like if you're in Philly, it's Wawa or it might be Sheets depending on which side you're on. There's always that like local place that everyone swears by, and it is just your go-to. You have to go eat there. You got to go buy food there. Some people are like that with Trader Joe's, which is another thing that we don't really have, and they'll again swear by that shit. But Bucky's is the one with the beaver in the middle and the yellow circle. And if you're a fan artist that does anything like, for example, so yeah, we got like a Bucky with Hatsune Miku hair, and like they like cease and desist you over shit like that. Like, do not fuck with their brand. They're aggressively about it. But they have things like the beaver nuggets is what they're called, and like they're like just a bag of just sweet treat like nugget things. And there's like all different versions, cinnamon flavored and all that. And when you eat them, they're basically corn pops. So if you've had corn pops, they're like that.
I really didn't expect this to build up to it's a corn pop.
Yeah, it's good. It's fine. It's nothing wrong with it, but it makes me want a bowl of milk, essentially. But it's a larger corn pop is the way that feels.
Wait, how large are we talking?
Maybe like 4 corn pops in one.
Oh, that's too big.
It's a big pop.
That's a strange thing you've described.
Coated in sugar. Yeah. There's and I know that I'm sure once you go in there you can get all kinds of other specific Bucky's related apparel and such. I got the hat some time ago from someone who brought it down, and I was like, "What is this?" And they're just like, "Nah, dude, you gotta rock this. You don't know the power of the Bucky's hat." But yeah, so did that. Wanted to go eat at wanted to go catch some dinner somewhere, and everything was closed because as it turns out, we're in one of those areas in Orlando where most restaurants are shutting down at 10, and if you're lucky, 11. So what do we have to, what do we do? The only place open is the fucking Waffle House.
Yes, yeah.
So we went to the Waffle House. There's photographic evidence, I believe, of this event occurring. Now, the many people point out, of course, that the where you take your photo, whether if it's inside or outside, inside you got to challenge the waiters or so, and it's like no, everyone's getting real specific with it because the waiters inside can parry the chair throw. That is true, but the point is that the entire Waffle House zone is aggro, right? It is a PvP zone the moment you get out and you enter that parking lot. I saw someone point out in the comments of the photo that we took, squared up against in the backdrop of an accidental Rococo Renaissance painting of the Waffle House. They're like, yeah, if I pull up and I don't see the cook angrily smoking a cigarette outside, and when he sees me, he angrily puts it out and walks inside, if I don't even want to eat there. And I'm like, that is exactly what happened when we walked up.
Oh, really?
The cook was outside smoking, just whatever, and we like take our dumb photo on one side, and he's like, he goes and talks to some guy, puts the cigarette out, and walks back inside. And we're like, damn,
I want my food cooked with resentment.
It makes it taste better.
Yeah.
That's the secret of those hash browns, man. Like you can't. It's not just the beef and cheese on top. It's always fun to introduce folks to the Waffle House emergency metric. I don't know if
Waffle closing down, that means this hurricane's gonna be pretty bad.
There you go. Right, so you can use the Waffle House index as a means of determining how bad it is. If there's a hurricane that's happening actively but it's not that bad, they'll be a yellow, so they'll be open, maybe running on a generator, limited menu. Like absolute madness. They never fucking close. So yeah, you can Google Waffle House index for more information on that. And then of course there's the Waffle House on top of the Walmart where you can break through the ground and then continue your combo Tekken style wall break to the parking lot. But yeah, that was a fun experience, and like there was one of those things where like I feel Reggie's the kind of person, he'll be talkative and social and like be like, oh, hello to people, and try to have those little moments in ways that I definitely don't. And when the waitress came over and was just like, hey, so we ordered her up and it was just like, hey, do you want any sauce? And I was like, oh, what kind of sauces you got? And she's like, ketchup, mayo, Waffle House sauce, barbecue.
What's the Waffle House sauce?
Yeah, and so
like, what is it?
Okay, so Reggie goes, ooh, Waffle House sauce, eh? And she just is like, yep. And then like, okay, I was like, I'll take some mayo. It's like, yeah, he's like, I'll take some. He's like, okay, she just walks back. And I'm like, bro, it's a fucking Waffle House. Like, or you're doing you're like, he puts his, like, he turns towards and like expecting to get a, yes, of course, it's glazed with a reduction of basil.
We're foreign, man. Like, come on.
There's a like a puree that has been chilled for 48 hours. Like, what the fuck you're expected to get? She's like, did I stutter? What the fuck you think this is? What the fuck, man? Yeah, Waffle House sauce. You want it or not?
Like, I feel like if somebody sees confusion at that thing, we're like, oh, it's like mustard with a little bit of mayo or some shit.
But it is a Waffle House. The tiredness level of everyone, they're on alert for chairs flying by their heads. They ain't got time to explain what the fuck Waffle House sauce is. If you're here, you should know. If not, figure it out.
America's got all sorts of fucking weird sauce names.
Yeah, they do. I also
like they got that fucking horsey sauce.
Oh, which is that just horseradish?
No. It's a different thing.
Okay.
It's not horseradish sauce. It's horsey sauce at Arby's.
Okay.
Because Americans is crazy, man.
It's mayo and horseradish. That sounds pretty good. With kick, that's pretty solid. I like that. I'll tell you what, though, I did get introduced to a concept that I don't think I've been to before. We went to a hybrid hot pot KBBQ place, and they had a sauce bar, and I'm like,
okay.
What are these words, and how have you combined them together?
How much sauce do you need, man?
Yeah, and it turns out a lot, actually. Because when you're ordering and making your hot pot and you're doing your barbecue BBQ stuff and grilling up, they have a like whole bar that you can come in and get bowls and mix your sauces to have different sauces for all the meats and shit you're cooking. And then people are like, that's normal. Not here, it ain't. Like, I've never experienced a sauce bar. That's a wild concept. It was pretty sick, though. It's nice to have that many options, I must say.
It's nice.
And it's just like, yeah, instead of explaining it to you, just fucking go up and get it. There's a million. Take your pick. And if you're the type of person that wants to drown whatever you're eating in the sauce so that you can barely taste it anymore, go nuts. Have at it. Yeah, shout outs to the infinite fighting game stage that is the Waffle House. I think we did it. I'm glad I retook the picture, because the one I took out front, like, admittedly, like, just right after the fucking cook walked back in or whatever, I'm like, let's do our dumb shit meme, whatever.
Yeah.
But afterwards, from the side, when it was nice and quiet, 3 a.m. That's your perfect.
Did people see you?
Probably.
Like the Waffle House people.
I don't care. I'm not coming back to Orlando anytime soon, bro. I'm trying to move, man. Shout outs to On the Way In. Oh my God. On the way in to the fucking convention.